What's going on, everybody? David here. Today we're talking travel awards credit cards. Today's credit card is the Chase Sapphire Preferred and the Chase Sapphire Reserve. First off, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget the little bell icon so you can get future updates on my videos. Okay, so I'm going to do something a little different today. I want to talk about two cards. So I want to talk about the value of both cards and why I think the Chase Sapphire Reserve is probably better for most people. So let's take a look at the Chase Sapphire Preferred first. You have a $95 annual fee. That's waived the first year, so that's good. You don't have to pay anything the first year. You get 50,000 bonus points after spending $4,000 within the first 3 months. That value there is $625 travel value, and that's if you're using their portal. I recommend transferring your points to the airlines or hotels directly, and you'll get better value out of the card. Now, what I want to talk about mainly is long term. Can you get that value every year? And then the value that I'm talking about is the $95 value. Can you get that or more every year? And if you can get that or more every year, then it makes sense to keep the card. The way that I look at it, this is a travel rewards credit card. So that means that you're probably going to need to travel in order to really get the benefits out of this card. And if you do travel, do you spend more than $95 a year in travel? Most people do. So that's the way that I look at it. So if I take one trip, I don't even have to take a trip. If I use a hotel once and it's over $95, am I going to get that value? Because I can use let's say I have 10,000 bonus points or 10,000 points. So let's get rid of the 50,000 bonus points, because let's just say it's 3 years down the road. I've already used the 50,000 bonus points. Now I'm paying $95 every year just to keep the card. So I need to find value in this card in order to keep it. So the value is probably the main part of this value on this card is going to come from the earn possibility here. So I'm going to get 2 points per dollar for every dollar spent on travel, 2 points for every dollar spent on restaurants, and then 1 point for every dollar spent on everything else. So if we average that in, we're looking at probably 1.5 points per dollar. And that's the way I just kind of want to look at it. Just makes everything make a little bit more sense. So let's say I spend $6,000 on this card a year. So I use the card, I spend $6,000 a year. I'm looking at about 9,000 points is the equivalent. So that's what I'll get every year with this card. So that's not bad. 9,000 points. 9,000 points is equivalent to about $90. If you look, that's worst case scenario. That's the best, or that's the worst case scenario value that you can get out of this card. Best case scenario, if I transfer these points to transfer partners and I book things at the right time, then I can probably get even more value. So I can get more than that $95, and it's not too hard to do. Looking at some of the other value here, if you do rent cars, you can get the primary insurance, and you'll save. I don't even know how much they charge for primary insurance now when you rent a car, but that's some value. I mean, that could be $10, $15 every time you rent a car, the value that you'll get out of that. So that's pretty good. So I'm looking at over the $95. I can easily get over $95 as long as I use about $6,000 on the card every year. All right, so that's this card. Now let's look at the Chase Sapphire Reserve. This is very important here to look, because the first thing that you see when you look at this card is $450 annual fee. And in the past, that was a deal breaker for me. Right off the bat, no, I don't want the card. It's $450. I don't want to pay $450. Not only is it $450, but it's not waived the first year. So that $450 is going to come out of your pocket within the first couple of months of having this card. So that's really intimidating. You do get the bonus points. You do get the 50,000 bonus points after spending $4,000 within the first 3 months. So that's good. But where can I get value so I can really offset this $450 annual fee? And this is where you get the value. You get travel credit here, $300 annual travel credit. So I can get this $300 as well. And so that gives me a value, and I don't like to count the 50,000 bonus points, because that doesn't really, that's a bonus. It's a one-time thing. You're not going to get that anymore. So I don't really like to look at that. But I get the $300 travel credit. And then if I want to get TSA pre-check, that's another $100 fee credit. And that $100 fee credit, I'll get I believe it's every 5 years. So let's say that's $20. So we're going to get $300 travel credit. And the $300 travel credit, the way it works, I use the card. Let's say I'm booking a hotel, use the card. Booking an airfare, I use the card, and they will catch it on your statement, and then they'll give you credit for it. That's how that works. So I have the $300 here, plus I have the TSA pre-check. Let's just say I need to get TSA pre-check. I get the TSA pre-check every 5 years. So let's say that's equivalent to $20 per year. So it's $320 we're looking at there. And you also have priority pass. So I can use the lounges, me plus the people that I'm traveling with. So, and I don't know the exact number, and I think they don't have a set number with the priority pass through the Chase Sapphire Reserve. But so what I mean is you can bring 3 or 4 people in, and you're fine. So let's say it's just me, and I go into priority. I use the priority pass lounge. Get some water, get some snacks and things like that. $5 value. Let's just say it's $5 value each time I use it. So let's say I use it on the way up to my destination, and then on the way back I use it again. So that's $10 for that trip. Say I do 3 trips a year, so we're looking at about $30. And I'm just averaging it depending on how I travel. So that's $30 value there. So we've gone from $300 to $320 when we use the TSA pre-check, and then we get another $30. That's $350 right now. So that's where we are right now, $350. Now, looking at the earn possibility here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to spend $6,000. Okay. Now the earn possibility has gone up a little bit. You get 3 times points for travel, you get 3 times points for restaurants, and then you get 1 point per dollar for everything else. So let's average that. That's probably about 2 points per dollar. So we'll say 2 points per dollar there. We're spending $6,000. So that's 120 or 12,000 points or $120 value. And so we add that to our number here. So our number here is now 350. We're going to add 120 to that. So that's $470. So that's a value. That's a really conservative number there, $470 value. And that's what you'll get with this card. So you get 470 with this card value, and you'll just get over the $95 value with the Chase Sapphire Preferred. So which one is better? I don't know. I'd like to know what you guys think. I personally think the Chase Sapphire Reserve is definitely a better card to get. Even though that $450 is intimidating, I think you can get more value out of it and just have a better travel experience. So I'd love to know what you guys think. So post in the comments below. If you have any questions, you can also post in the comments below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.